All right. So just raise your hand and then I'll call your name.
Oh.
Sorry, not you, the press. All right, phase off from the click. You can go first.
Okay, so I have got to ask the question that probably everyone's wondering about is the draft. What drove you guys to pick Janna top first?
So for the Janna draft, we just thought it would not be a bad pick to pick here on the 1-2, I'd say, because a lot of things are banned, and then we just thought it'd be a good pick to play against COG to get like the dub.
Thank you. Next is Jay Silver from Game Elevate.
Hey, Johnson. Great to talk to you. I won't ask you right away about the Janna top, but I do want to ask about returning to the bot lane with Aphromoo. I know you've probably been asked this before, but what's it like reuniting with Aphromoo? And how does it feel to be on the same team again after spending some time on different organizations?
I would say reuniting with Aphromoo is like pretty good, and although we didn't play with each other for like a year, I think we're like getting back into shape together and like being able to like fill in each other's like we're able to like tell each other what to do in game, and it helped a lot. And then especially with this game, like when the game was going a bit boom, he was helping me like help like guide the team and like also like navigate how we should like win the game or like what we should do with like how doomed the state was, I would say. And that was pretty good.
Thank you so much.
And Alejandro from Jinxie Sports, you can go.
Hello.
Hello.
And nice to meet you and congratulations on the win. Taking on the same thing about Aphromoo, how has been the synergy working with PyQuest during the entirety of the lock-in and now coming to the start of the season?
I would say going into lock-in with regards to synergy, I would say we were a bit rusty and didn't have like the best synergy. Like there's like a lot of mistakes we're making, as was shown in the first day of lock-in. But I think at least for today's game, I think we're all on the same page and like listening to each other and kind of like covering each other's mistakes. So although like the mid game was like not the best, I think before that we were like all on the same page, and that was really beneficial as a team.
Okay, thank you so much.
Jay Silver from Game Elevate, you can go.
Thank you. So I want to ask about the particular bot lane meta. In your game today, you played Jhin, but we saw Azeri earlier. We've seen Senna, and obviously, who knows what will be thrown in the bot lane next. So I want to get your thoughts on the state of the bot lane right now, and is there one particular pick that you think is overpowered right now or underpowered, and why?
I would say for the bot lane meta right now, I would say like Zeri is pretty OP because you can flex it into 3 roles. And although like EG's bot lane died early game, like they're willing to set up their bot lane for success with like his hovers. So Zeri got a lot of gold, and then that champ just became online and like just 1v9. So I'd say Zeri is pretty broken.
Thank you so much.
Phase off from the click, you can go.
Today you went up against Luger and Poom, who are like a super young bot lane duo coming from Academy last year. What was it like leaning against, and as a team as a whole, it's really young. What was it like playing against such a young team?
I would say playing against Luger and Poom, I've played against them before like scrims and like last year because I was in Academy for a bit, and also in like the beginning of the year, I'd say Luger specifically is like really good at like his specific champs. So like if he's on like the champions he plays a lot, he plays really well. And I would say how I see it going into the game is like just depending on the draft. And then if your team helps you succeed, you just look more good, I'd say.
Thank you.
Alejandro, you just asked your question, right?
No, still no.
Okay, sorry. You can go next.
Okay, when taking on the entire year you had been in FlyQuest, what do you think are the biggest or the best strengths and this new roster has?
Could you repeat the last part of like the last roster and this roster, Dick?
What are the best things, the best things this roster has compared to the one from 2021?
I would say compared to the 2021 roster, I would say there's like a leader, like a solid leader that's like in the core. Cause like our last roster was with Licorice, Palafox, Jose, me, and Diamond. And then also Dreams, and then like the roster swaps. I would say there's not like a core leader in like the jungle support role that we had. And Licorice was like our veteran, but it's only so much you can do in the top lane to affect the ball lane, mid lane, jungle. So I'd say like having a leader in game to navigate when the team is clueless or like people don't know what to do would be like the best thing for this year.
Okay, thank you again.
Phase all from the click. You can go.
Recently, the Champions queue has come online. I was wondering what your thoughts on that system of high elo, like a private high elo solo queue system for North America will do for North American talent. Like how will it help North America?
I would say with respect to Champions Queue, I think it helps like the pro players a lot because like you're kind of like funneling the player base, and then you know that they're like pro players or like they were pro players before, and they're also like challenger, right? So the quality of games are gonna go up for like pro players, but I think for like the only downside to Champions Queue is like not everyone's allowed in it. So like new players that are potentially good that to like they need to fit like the specific criteria to like join the server. So I guess that's like the one downside. And also like the one benefit is there's like less toxic players and one tricks that are playing in the Champions Queue.
Thank you.
Alejandro from Jinxie Sports, you can ask the last question.
Do you think anyone on FlyQuest, while taking on the Champions Queue team, do you think anyone on FlyQuest, including you, will want to try hard for the prices announced during any of the splits?
I'll say for like FlyQuest, I for sure know that everyone on my team will like want to play Champions Queue because like just better at gameplay, so you can practice stuff you want to work on individually in like a competitive environment. And also like the prize pool incentive is like pretty good because like I think if you're first place for like I think there's like 3 splits or whatever, or like 3 prize pool giveaways or whatever it's called, you make like 30K, so that's like pretty good money just for like playing solo queue, but like a different like client, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, anyone will do that. Anyone will do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and that wraps up our scrum for today. We appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us.
Yeah. Thank you for the interview questions. Have a great day. Have a great evening.
Thank
Or
you.
day.
Bye-bye.